So what I'm doing now is I am mucking about with bits of old craft paper and my laptop trying to stitch together a animation sequence for the second episode of The Enablers when they're talking about robbing their horribly treated ex-girlfriend's house. I started drawing blueprints because we knew we wanted a prop that Tomash could like whip out. And I think we'd sort of said that, oh, it'd be fun to have an animation sequence. And I can't animate, I can't key pose, and I can't use Flash. But I've kind of always liked those like craft paper things, you know, the like South Park or anything where you can see messy edges, like in Wallace and Gromit, where you can see thumbprints on like the plasticine heads and stuff. So we thought it would be kind of fun to do it a bit like that. Like in the context of the show, the idea that like the longer Tomash has been thinking about this, the more he's been planning it, and the more like time he's spent like doodling designs and things, just makes the whole idea funnier to me that he's like he's trying to emotionally manipulate Jordan into proposing they rob her, but he's been planning this for so long that he's drawn doodles and designs. Um, and that kind of covers a lot of bases. It is a good excuse for why it looks the way it does in context. And it's not been complicated, it's just been time consuming. I mean, I just messed around doodling for a little while and moving, like when it came to animating it, I just had my lamp, my camera, and I've just been like moving it frame by frame. So it's been time consuming, but you know, I think it will look kind of fun. We're 2 weeks into our last month before we start shooting, and I'm supposed to be seeing Tomash on Thursday, and I want to be able to show him something. Um, the test will be if he laughs. If I can get a laugh out of him, I know it's worth using. If not, we're going to have to go back to the drawing board. So Tomash came over and watched the animation, and I think we did well enough. We passed the laugh test. I counted at least 2 chuckles.
Oh, this is fantastic.
And yeah, he seemed quite happy with it, and we sort of sat around afterwards talking about like some more little jokes we could add and what sort of music it might have and sound effects and that sort of thing. And I was watching it on my own again a bit later on. I realized that there's more work that has to be done. Like it's not going to be a case of just, oh, we can add an extra joke here and there. I'm going to actually have to sort of near enough start from scratch. You know what it is? It's the fucking lighting. The lighting keeps like dimming, and the only thing I can think is that when I was adjusting the pieces as I was moving them, that like the camera must have been adjusting to the light or something, or like it adjusted to having my hand in front of it while I was moving something, and then I didn't leave it enough time to readjust to the normal temperature before, taking shots and stuff. So I mean, I don't mind it looking crap like in terms of the doodles, but it needs to look like consistent in terms of the edit and the lighting, because otherwise it's just going to look weird. So I mean, I'm going to have to do it all again. I don't have time now. So it's taken me about a week, but I've started and finished the animation again. Basically thought that, if I'm going to do it, I'm just going to do it from scratch and just add as many jokes I can possibly add. And I did some larger size heads so that like we'd have a few more angles, and when they were talking to each other, it would just look a little bit different, and you could get a bit more motion and detail and that sort of thing. I wanted to know like that you could, if you want. I know nobody will, but if you wanted to, you could pause the animation at any point and find a joke going on in the background. So I just kept adding jokes until it took a while, but it's done now at least. And controlling the lighting was less of a problem than I thought it was going to be. It probably sounds like a simple fix, but I mean that's what it was. I just moved the lamp closer to the page, changed the angle of the camera, and then instead of using my hand, just use like these to like push the pieces around, so there wasn't as much flare and shadows and stuff. But yeah, I sent the animation to my mate Hassan, right? And I was like, oh, check this out, man. I've been working on this. And he goes, oh, that's cool. I can't wait to see the rest of it. And I guess I'd not actually said that the show is going to be live action, not animated. So I then had to explain that was it for the animation. It's taken me like 3 weeks to get 30 seconds. I mean, it'll probably get faster to do more now that I sort of know what this, like how to do this specific thing. But yeah, I can't do that much more, man. It's actually really, really fun, and I like in retrospect, and I think it kind of looks charming. I definitely think that if you have the animation side to side, that this new one looks much better than the old one. The problem now, of course, is that now that I've finished the second draft, I keep thinking of more ideas and more angles and backgrounds and jokes and things. I'm like, oh, it's shit. I just want to make it all again. So you never know. You never know. Maybe I just need to drink 20 espressos and stay up for like a straight week. Anyway.
I think that's the thing.
They are. Happy days. Okay.
I think something that almost sounds a bit pompous, like as if, oh no, I'm so sure that this is gonna work. You know, we have this sort of upbeat, cheerful classical music. There's always those kind of contrasts, all this shit going on here. But it creates this sense of, oh, I'm so confident in this, you know. There's
Yeah, like cause
a bit like Mozart.
Yeah, what the actual plan is incredibly simple.
Yeah.
It sounds complicated, but basically the plan is, I'll talk to her while you sneak in and sneak out.
Yeah.
And that's the plan.
It is simple.
It doesn't need blueprints.
No,
but the fact that he's gone to that is
it fits his character as well. He's quite organised.
He is organised.
Meticulous.
I was tossing up whether or not the idea is, I don't think he's necessarily this self-obsessed, but the idea that he thinks Jordan is so stupid that he has to explain it to him with maps.
Yeah.
which is something that's funny. Right.
Brilliant.
There we go.
Yeah, happy with that. I'll have a look at that when I get home.